Hey guys, Wolf Wangler. Well, the engine bay is clean, and if you've been following along, I'm in the process of switching out a set of cylinder heads on my Tempest. So I had the heads down at Dave Sarno's shop in Arvada, and he got everything done. And yesterday I picked my granddaughter Molly up from school, and we went down to pick up my heads. Show Molly what's going on here in your machine area. Just tell her
If I'd have known, I would have cleaned up more.
No, we want it looking like it
I
is
just
here.
had some heads on that machine. Okay, Molly. Pay attention. Quiz later. So, get the cylinder head off the car. And this machine here is what I use to do the valve jobs with. It cuts the seats here. And this isn't the exact valve, but the valve goes in there. And this valve is resurfaced on this machine over here to put a nice fresh cut on the valve. And then this surface here goes against the block, and that's remachined on that machine over there to make a nice flat surface. This machine back over here is a milling machine. Does a variety of different things. It's just like a drill press with a lot of the table moves left and right and front to back, so you can figure out how you want to cut something a certain way. Back around over here is the cylinder head flow bench machine. So the cylinder head here will set up on top of here, and when you turn it on, it's either blowing air through the head or sucking it through the head, depending on intake or exhaust, and it measures the amount of flow. The idea being, if you can improve that, it's going to make more power, and so that machine shows you whether you made it worse or made it better.
Cool.
That's about it. You got to get a picture of my toy, even though it's covered.
Small block car.
Yeah.
I was just talking. You know the name Scott Shafarov?
Yes.
Scott and I grew up together. In fact, the first engine he rebuilt was in a '63 Tempest, his grandmother's car. But he was running a one of the first C28 302 cars way back when. And we were talking about when 10s were fast and 8 was a lot of RPMs. What do you have in here?
It's a small block Chevy 350. It runs on E85, and it's 13-to-1 compression. It's got a pretty large camshaft, and just a fun car.
Driving it around the street, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. How big of a cam?
Yeah, it's been in there so long I don't even remember. It's about 600 lift.
All right, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not crazy, but
What do you run for lifters on that?
Morel.
You like them?
Mm-hmm.
You like the BAMs at all? You familiar with those?
Oh yeah, I've used some of those on customer engines. A little more money.
Yeah, they're more money. He worked, Brad worked for Crane originally, him and I forget the other guy, but he set me up with some of his lifters, and I've been running those with a good 8620 core on the street for 10,000 miles. It's just fine. Not a lot of spring pressure though. You know, you saw what I'm running for spring, but that's the key, all right. Well, we'll have to get together when the weather clears up a little bit.
Well, you'll have to come down to the Golden Cruise. You know what the Golden Cruise is?
I know nothing.
It's one of the biggest car shows, 4 or 5 states. It's
When
just
is
right
that?
over here. It's the first Saturday of every month, starting in, I believe, April or May, I'm not sure. And then it goes through October. So you just look at the calendar. If the first of the month comes, then you see when is the Saturday. Is it the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th, whatever. It's always on that first Saturday. And
Golden
it's
Cruise.
a little small town just over here.
Oh, in Golden. I know where
5
Golden
miles.
is. Yeah, I know where Golden. Oh, so it's in
And
Golden.
You go down
okay.
the main street, and everybody's parked and this and that, and a lot of times they'll cruise around and stuff. And I usually just go over there and park and then walk around and look at everything.
Look around and talk. Yeah.
I'm sure there's at least 200 on any, Saturday event.
Well, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, somebody organized it, and it's just grown and grown and grown, and I don't know of anything like that anywhere, really. It's,
Okay, so the heads are back in my garage. I'd cleaned them up before I took them down to Dave's, and when I CC'd the combustion chambers, I was at 113 cc's. When I checked the combustion chambers the way they came from Brodix, they were supposed to be 110 cc's, and they were 111 and a half. So I had actually picked up 1.5 cc's in cleaning them. So we took 9 thousandths off of the head surface. That took care of the 1.5 cc's. On these heads, it's about 1 cc for 6 thousandths of the head surface. So now the heads are back from Dave. He's got everything cleaned up. I've got to set the assembled heights for the springs. I'll pop some valve stem seals on them and get the rest of the hardware together for the heads, and we'll be ready to get them on the car. So here's the chambers after I shaped them and cleaned them up and polished them a little bit. And with that 111 and a half cc's and 17 cc dome pistons that are in the car, this gets me right at 11 to 1.